Rush1n Rascals. Ugh.
What is up, subs and grubs? My name is Jack Cypher, and today on Rush1n Rascals, we got a new offer in the store, so I thought, you know what, why don't we review it? So yeah, today we're going to be taking a look at the T26E4 Predator and the T23E3 Nomad. We don't have the Nomad camo, but it is totally okay. So it's come up in the bundle section, and for $15, you can get your hands on the T26E4, the T23E3, 2 garage slots, equipment slots, all maxed out for both tanks. Both are legendary camos, and 5 times XP for each of the tanks. Now, don't get me wrong. Wargaming will fool you like this. You don't get to use that 5's time for anything else. Or 5's time or times 5. I don't care. You don't get to use it for anything else but the tank. So don't be thinking you can use that for grinding. And, of course, you get the Blitz Order Legendary Avatar. So all for $15. Pretty good deal, but how good are the tanks? Well, just straight up T26E4, one of the classic beasts of its tier, one of the older, more sturdy mediums that you can get at this tier. A very solid tank all around with 10 degrees of gun depression. I think it has like 300 millimeters of hull armor on the top, and then I think you're like 190 on the lower. I'm not entirely sure, but this thing, it's weird, but it's such a good tank. Super solid all around. Now you can see it's got that plated armor on the front and the front of the turret. So that armor on the front of the turret, that is strong, but you see that the whole rest of the turret behind the gun, yeah, that's penable. So your cupola and the sides and the cheeks of the turret, if they get around that funny little spaced armor, you can be penned pretty easily. It's basically like you're Pershing with a ridiculous amount of armor put on it. So that gives you amazing armor, but you get put down to a top speed of 40 kilometers per hour, which is not the latest and greatest for most tier 8 mediums. So big downside right there, but you know what? This thing is so strong, I really don't think that makes a difference, just for the fact this can go head-to-head with almost any of your heavies at tier 8. Now, I will say, your sides and back are very weak, so be very careful when, say, like a T49 is roaming about. Those things will catch you off guard so much, and looks like we got our first contender. Ooh, I mis-Englished right there. And there is our T49 friend. So I am not even going to worry about the T49 right now. He just fired. I want to get around and I want to clear that SU as fast as possible. Get one more shot into him maybe. And we're now going to ignore him and go for this guy. He did just get a shot into us, which was very unfortunate. As for the fact that we should have paid attention to him sooner. Oh, Jack snubbing, ladies and gentlemen. Popping adrenaline, he's now going to try and be running away, which I don't think will work very well for him. Get around this SU. T49 just fired for the ram, and oh yeah, look how that damage racks up. Now the turret rotation is not especially fast, so that is one of the biggest downsides I will find of this. Now we came out of that encounter, we got 2 of their guys, but now we're sitting at 157 HP, so yeah, wow, that was absolutely stupendous. We can all agree that I am an absolute pro player. Anyways, so we're going to come around the back of the enemy team and see if we can get some shots in. This experimental might be poking for us. Pull back, pull back, pull back. Thank you, experimental, for showing off my beautiful frontal armor. Going to put an HE right into that RHM, clearing him off the back of the field. Tiger 2 going to be pulling out for us. Can we get a snap right in there for 200? Nice little roll. It's got a snippy little gun. I think it's 100 millimeter. Might be a 101, but I'm not entirely sure. I think we can look at the stats afterwards. But we've done a solid job so far this game. I don't think there's any hope for the enemy coming out with a victory at this point, but you never know. You never know. Some interesting things happen in this. Right before I could get it, you darn little potlicker. All right, so see, it's an overall solid tank. It's fun. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. 2K, nothing special, nothing terrible. But anyways, yeah, I'd just say a really good tank. Now on to the interesting part of this video, the T23E3. Oh wait, no, we wanted to see how big the gun was. 90 millimeters. So that's why you've got the not so amazing alpha. Might have just bumped the mic right there if you heard a little noise. Anyways, on to the T23E3. Now this is the particular part of the bundle that does not exactly amaze me, because this tank, now granted, it does have good DPM, but you lose pen. It's kind of like a T44-85, where you have amazing DPM and all that kind of different stuff, but you kind of lose the rest of the things that you would want in a tank after you get it. So I'm going to just equip Gun Rammer just to get that little bit, because when you put on those calibrated shells, you only get like 10 more pen, which in this tier does not help out a lot, especially when you're going against other hold down mediums. So yeah, I think, how much gun depression are we sitting at? That's one of the biggest things. 6 degrees of gun depression, one of the biggest issues of this tank. And the speed. Speed's not good, armor's not good, gun depression is not good. The only thing going good for this, good English, only thing good going for this really is the gun, and even that is not going very well for it. So kind of an iffy thing right there. So don't get me wrong, it's a fun tank if you know how to play it right. It's one of those tanks. It's one of those tanks where if you know how to play it right, if you're especially good at it or its style, you can make it work. If you're not, then this tank is definitely not for you. I'd just keep it in your garage just in case like someone wanted to do a training room or something. So anyways, this thing is sitting at 2,800 damage per minute, I think, which is especially good for a tier 7 medium tank. So that is one of the highlights of this tank. Now, as you can see, because of that downhill and because I think we're on hard terrain, we are hitting speeds of around 50 kilometers per hour, which it's decent. It's decent. Now, the reason you don't see me pushing that B cap like you normally would want to in a medium on this map is I don't have the gun depression to make that spot work, especially for the fact that we have other mediums like that Pantera and that Bulldog that could be holding that B side with the gun depression and the guns that it does have. Now, I think we want to get in on just capping A cap just for the XP, you know, just in case. We're not really exposing anything so far because we haven't spotted anybody. I'm going to just assume, yeah, they just started capping the C cap, so we're able to push over here. Now, we could push into that B cap by technicality. I'm going to go for it just to see if we can get any spots in. Just go on this low side of B. Generally, you're going to get some spots in if they're going to push through your spawn, which will be for the best. For what am I even trying to say? Anyways, now one note I do want to add. Thank you to everyone who has watched and subscribed and all of our newest viewers on this channel. Our video that we released on Monday went viral comparatively to all the other videos that we have released on this channel. Ooh, did not get the snap. At this current moment that I am recording the video, we are over 220 views and are about to hit 150 subscribers. That is absolutely amazing, guys. So thank you for all of your love and support that you put into this channel. It wouldn't be able to be done without you guys. Oh, nice little snap. Now, what I do love on this thing is the on movement dispersion. You can see how well we are able to get those snaps in with the characteristics of this gun. So this thing, I definitely would rather run it against mediums than I would any other class of tank, really. Put another shot into him. I do want to get rid of this guy as fast as possible without getting shot by the T25. Shot not wanting to go in right there. So the T25-2 is not looking our way. Can we put a shot into his roof? Our team is being pushed on the left, so we want to start working on these guys over here to put them at as much of a disadvantage as possible, I guess. Might be able to remove this T25-2 not too far here. Ooh, nice max roll into him. And we need our team to push up now because I am being pushed by the Comet, and this is not looking great for us. Put on auto aim. We're going to be able to easily take this guy out, especially if our team decides to help right now. Only losing a tiny bit of HP and able to push back into position without too much of a worry. Now, what I don't want to have happen is that Ferdinand push on me because he's got a big bad alpha and he's got too much armor for me to deal with. So I'm actually going to go over here, run from the Charioteer. I'm going to go over here and try and help the E25, see if we can take out this T25 too. If we can do that, we have a lot bigger chance of taking out the enemy. Now, T25-2, yes, come around the corner. I have the most HP on my team, I believe. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. Oh, wow, that was an unfortunate bounce, to say the least. Going to put more shots into here. Not going to drop adrenaline just in case I have to use it in a quick fix later. Now we need to be going because we have both of them looking at me. Come on. I believe in the power of RNG. Oh, jeez. The fact we came out of that situation without losing a whole ton of HP is absolutely wondrous. Now I want to see if I can maybe polish off that charioteer. Not even worried about getting hit right now, because if you look at the base cap, we're winning on base cap by a long shot. So I want to put shots into this charioteer just to, oh, never mind, just to ensure that we have the win. Now I'm going to come up behind this Ferdy and just put shots into him because we already know the game is won. There's another shot. See how much damage we can rack up in this game. There's another one, 915. How much more damage can we possibly get? Come on, I believe in the power of RNG. Last final. Can we get the kill? And we do get the kill. Splendid game right there. Thank you, Wargaming, for that. Ah, yes, this did... I hope this did show you how well the tank can perform under pressure. Oh, actually getting the ace tanker. First time I've done that in a video. So you can see that this tank does work out very well. It is an effective tank. But again, I'm not going to go back on my statement. There are things about this tank that do not work well, such as the armor, gun depression, stuff like that. But we were able to make it work. And so you can see that I do think the tanks are good. I think for the $15, these are very good tanks to get. I think that they are worth it, definitely, for the price, along with the other cool things that come along. It's just so much of a discount that I think it's funny. Now, one quick note, they're selling the Fury for 10 bucks, so if you bought it last year, stinks to be you. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you thought this was helpful. I hope you learned something from this video. Hit me up in the comments down below if you have any sort of questions, or join the Discord, or give us a little email. Of course, if you did like this kind of content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, hit us up in the comments below. I already said that. Anyways, any link you'd ever need for this channel, of course, is in the description below. One and all, ladies and gentlemen, subs and grubs, Jet, do not shave off my outro, and all you mothers goats in between. My name is Jack Cypher, and today on Rush1n Rascals, I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.